Well, when I was a kid, I became a circus performer. When I lived in Sarasota, Florida, they had a circus for kids. And through that, I became a professional performer, and we did shrine dates. And I worked for a Hungarian teeterboard troupe, and we would visit the shrine hospitals along with other performers in the circus. And sometimes we would perform, but we always went around and met with the patients and, you know, did a meet and greet and things like that. And some of them came from levels of abuse at home, and they did tell us their stories. And I always thought that there was some way for those kids to be helped, and I thought, you know, what a better way than to be a foster parent. When the time was right, then I became a foster parent.
Positive impacts that a foster parent had on my life. For one, it just made me feel loved. As a foster kid, you go through a lot of different foster homes, foster placements, and when you find that one particular person, you just find love. And love is what really kept me with the foster parent I'm with now, and, you know, helped me grow to the man I am today. So that's one of the things I really love about having a foster mom like the one I have right now. I was able to even take, I don't know if this is, can I just say? Okay, sorry. All right. I was able to get a chance to actually meet my parents and actually ask them questions and see, like, why was I in foster care. And it was like, really, I had for a long time I was just like, why? You know, but then they told me what kind of situation they were in. It was like, now I realized it was a blessing to actually have a foster home. So I took that negative and really talked about it and turned it into a positive of why I'm here and why I'm in this position. And so since then I've just been building on my positivities, and I'm just glad, you know, great things, you know, I have love. And that's one thing that I think makes me smile today, you know, keeps my smile is love, so.
My young people that have come through my house are simply phenomenal, and they are resilient, and they are my kids.
I believe that foster parents must have love and patience.
I think perhaps one of the best things that we did was just to be able to bring children into the home and to be able to meet their needs where they were. They come from various backgrounds. They come from sometimes very traumatic circumstances, and not to form any opinions until they've been there a while. I think probably the one thing that probably impacted our life, my life particularly, I came from work one day, been a tough day, and there was a new face at the supper table. And I walked in, and I wasn't very nice. And I thought, you know, what are you doing here? And then I said, well, why are you here? And he said, well, very matter-of-factly, he said, my mom said she just didn't want me. And after the Lord got through whipping me, I never did it again. I took him face value.
I think that being a foster child allowed me to understand perspective from his point of view. Being a foster child led me to be a social worker, and being a social worker led me to be a foster parent. I think that it gave me a good idea of what exactly I would need to know, and it's made me very well-rounded in not only my personal life, but my professional life as well. I went on my first date when I was in a foster home, and I remember it was just like the movies. I came down the stairs and we went to the orchestra, and it really felt like a movie, and for even just an evening, I felt normal again. I didn't feel different from other people. So that was one of my fondest memories of being in foster care.
I think a foster parent needs to be flexible and ready to roll with the punches, ready to learn as you go and search for solutions when you run into problems. Just take it one day at a time and be able to love that child.
Well, little things like, I don't know, a big smile, or just like speaking in some Spanish words. So he said hola, for example.
Well, he completely understands Spanish and English, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think more than anything, he made us parents. So it's completely changed our lives.